Hi, Dima. Thank you for joining us today. So we have a few questions to you about your experience. What company do you work for and why?
I work for Dashly.io. It's a conversational marketing platform for business online. We help companies and customers build easy and clear communication between one another. Like if you talk to a human with a favorite messenger on your phone, hope so. And I'm a co-founder of Dashly.io. So I started with a company with a few talented people a long time ago and worked there ever since. We were a web studio before that, but got tired of building product for others. Let's start building for ourselves. And now we build product for others. Irony. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So, and tell us more about your experience and something more about your role in the company, like exact role.
I can start from the past. When you make a product with a small team, everyone does everything. So I did design, tech support, and product management at the same time. Like you talk through our services with our customers, design it, fix it, see what works, what doesn't. And eventually we hired more product designers, and I became a product manager, then more product managers, and so now I'm head of product, or CPO, the same. Now my role is overseeing the product strategy and prioritizing the backlog and roadmap, and ensure that product aligns with the company's vision and goals. That's the main thing. And also I'm still a co-founder, so I have involved in the shaping of the company's vision and strategy, two brains in one head. Mm-hmm. Maybe it helps, maybe it challenges me some ways. That's the main thing.
And what is the exact area of your responsibility?
If I summarize it in one main goal in my work, it's to make the product that customers are willing to pay for. So I'm responsible for keeping the product coherent and competitive, prioritizing the backlog and the roadmap, ensuring that it meets the needs of our customers. So I'm working with product managers and product designers, and they're essentially my team that works with me to make this product.
In your opinion, what point is difficult in your profession?
I think the most difficult and the most challenging thing in my work is to say no. Say no to the perfect design, say no to the cool, fun features that we all want to do. One of my product friends, different IT company, said that it's always an unlimited backlog of good things to do, but you need to find great ones. That's stuck in my mind ever since. So my job is to find these great things and do them and say no to others. So the most difficult thing is prioritize competing demands on limited resources.
Can you name top 5 skills needed in your profession?
I think the main two is listening and asking questions. If you can master these two, everything else comes easy. You need to listen to your customers, you need to listen to your team, to your colleagues, and ask additional questions that will help you understand and help them do their job. It sounds easy to listen, just listen. But one thing is listening, another thing is hearing what they really need and ask additional questions. Why? What for? What it will do for you? What job you want to be done with that? It's the most hard thing and it's most needed. The other 3, I think it's giving feedback, essential after that. After you listened, asked, then give feedback. The 4th goes hand in hand is problem solving. Problem solving is always, actually it's one of the most basic things that I do. And the 5th thing will be communication. Maybe all of them before was communication, but let's leave it like that.
What do you like about the task of your profession? What do you enjoy?
The problem solving is the main thing that I enjoy. To tackle the difficult situation and understand what should we do to solve it. As well as satisfaction of seeing the product work and make positive impact on customers. That we solve the job they had us to do for the right amount of pay.
Can you describe your usual working day, how it looks like?
There are several types of days in my work. Let's talk about the main 2. The first thing is planning day. It mostly consists of tracking meetings with my product managers and product designers, where I'm trying to help them solve their tasks, essentially. To listen to them, to know what they want to do, what is the main limiters in their work, what resources do they need, how they want to get it, how they get the answers I need from them and they need from themselves. How they ask, find the right customers, talk to them, see the right solution, and then essentially keep them on track for the months and quarterly OKRs, objective and key results. That's the main thing. It's the first day. The other day is PBR day, Product Backlog Refinement Day. This usually involves listening to Scrum teams and how they are going to approach ideas from the product managers after that we planned and solved. How they go and do it, how much will it cost in time and story points. And after that, I get all these tasks from different teams, different products, and reassemble the backlog and do it again and again in perpetual time loop.
Can you tell us about your last successful case, if you have something?
Yeah, that's easy. I think it's our new chatbot onboarding. We have a chatbot builder, and it's a powerful tool, but it's not easy to figure out how it works, what can it do, and then set it up. A lot of steps to get profit from it. We try to simplify the interface, try to make it clear and easy as possible. But that's not enough for the customers, because the main problem in this, it's not the interface or how it works. It's what it can do for you, for your company. If you don't know what's the best for your company, your market, your sales team, it won't work. Our main thing was not to build the perfect interface. It was to suggest the right solution for our customers. Our customers don't have time to ask to know that this tool will help them. So how to solve this? We try to do our manual onboarding. So make a call, set the chatbot with them, like be their hands and work in their environment. Ask questions, make suggestions, listen, repeat. And the magic was in questions themselves. Because if you ask, what's your type of business? People usually don't really know. They know somewhat, but if you give them few options, you're a SaaS company, you're a e-com company, you're an edtech company, and they maybe all the above. We sell something, we're online, what to choose. And they know what to say. But if you ask them, what do you sell? How do you sell? They immediately know what to tell you, and they eventually tell you the problem they have. And after that, we can suggest them a solution. So the magic was gather all this knowledge into the small onboarding questionnaire that in the end suggested the template for chatbot. And after lunch, we had a 50% adoption increase.
What about the last failure that you had?
Oh, yeah.
Very interesting question.
That things lots. So I always remember the failed ones and sometimes don't remember the good ones. The main failed one was the changing billing plans for all customers, make them more expensive. To be exact. We change our billing plans all the time. Mostly, I think that almost every year we change it. Add things, make them more expensive or divide them. So always changes. But always for new customers, never for existing one. So one time I decided to try it. We feel that our service changed a lot from the start. We have a really long history of customers that still paying us, but on the the cheapest one possible, like 3 or even 4 times cheaper than the present one. So we decided to talk to them and move them to the recent one. Essentially, it sounds like it's the same service, but more expensive. Not 4 times, but expensive. We picked a small sample of customers, made interviews, and it went great. They felt that it's fair, that we're ready to pay more and stay our customers. Okay, we said, great, let's make it bigger sample. And it went horrible. Complaints, churn, negative backlash, all at once from different, even for once with the small sample, they realized they're paying more. So the 2 main problems were that our bias for most communicative customers, the first sample, that felt that we giving them the value they need and they were ready to pay them. We extrapolated all these results to the bigger sample. And the second problem was the break point between perceived value and the price you pay. Because your customers are willing to pay the same price, but not the old one. You can fix that with the interview or the video with me saying that it's going to be okay, but more expensive. So we stopped that, revented the previous prices, and I doubt that we'll do it again.
What's your favorite tool or technology and why?
I think the 2 of them. Notion. Notion is one of my favorite tools for organizing, calibration, notes, structuring my thoughts. You can build Scrum and Kanban boards there. You can do essentially everything. Make a CV, just the perfect thing for everything. If you invest time in that, it's a trade-off. And the second one is Discord. Perfect substitution for the meeting rooms for a remote team. You don't need links, you don't need to call somebody, you need to invite somebody. If you have a server, just open the door, see someone there, you start talking. Used in our product team, and it's great.
what would you recommend as a must-have to learn before going to the first job interview in your profession?
The main background in all the IT startups and SaaS companies now is knowing a solid understanding of the agile methodologies and principles of agile, how Scrum teams work, what is the process in that. Just to know how companies do it and is it going to work for you, and it's the main background. The second thing, user research and jobs to be done principles and interview process. For me, it's the thing that opens the doors for everything else. If you know how to talk to your customers and gather feedback from them that you can convert in your new ideas and products. You know agile principles, you know how to talk to customers, it works.
So what resources do you read? Maybe you can advise some books or something. What would you recommend?
Maybe have some basics and some more interesting ones. I think the resource that constantly gives me new informations and new ideas and new ways of thinking is Reforge. They gather a lot of product informations, make courses, and huge pages of different ideas, different methods and methodologies to help you work. Even if you do it, it's very helpful to listen to reorganized ideas to the coherent method. I think it's one of the most helpful resources. And about books, I think it will be pretty basic. Inspired by Marty Kagan. Hooked, also very popular product book on the global principles, how to make a good product and what that actually means. And for me, Jobs to be Done handbook by Bob Maestra. One of the principles, how to make interview, how to know what people really think and how they try to find solutions, the problems.
What advice would you give to the people starting out in the profession?
I can say it because we started from the small idea with 4 people. I think sell before you make a product. Sounds strange for someone, like you build somebody. How can you sell something that doesn't exist? But it's the main thing. Sell it and then make it, if you can sell it. Because the time it takes to build something and then know that nobody will buy it, it's great. It's the main thing that won't work in many startups. They invest a lot of money, a lot of time, and then don't find the right customer for them. Other thing is if you sell and then make something, show it to your customers before it's perfect, because it's never perfect. And if it's perfect, then it's too late. You will spend too much time perfecting it, and you actually don't know how to make the perfect product. If your customers also don't know that, but you with the customer know that. If you show it doesn't work, you have problems, you know how to get a valuable feedback, insights from this experience, and then eventually make it perfect.
And finally, some inspiring words to the product community.
Nothing is perfect. Just try to make it better step by step. It's going to be better. I think that's it.